Hello, Geometry Honors. I wish I was here with you because spending time with you guys is the best part of my school day. It's the best class ever. Hopefully you feel that way. If not, that's okay. I understand. All right, please have those 3.1 notes open. And today's going to be a lot of stuff you've probably seen, but there might be a few little things along the way. We're going to focus on transformations. That's any change to the size or shape of a figure. And so the original figure is called the pre-image. Sometimes people put a dash, sometimes they don't. And then just go ahead and duplicate that. We're going to try to save as much time as possible. And then some change will happen, and that will become the image. And so we'll go ahead and duplicate that. And you know that we typically label our shapes with points. And then the notation that we use to show that it's kind of the same but kind of different, it's called primes. So A prime, B prime, C prime. So the little apostrophe is pronounced a prime. So, and then the other thing that you'll notice in this so the primes, we talked about that over here. And then we're going to also sometimes use arrow notation to describe the transformation. All that says is that triangle ABC has been transformed, and the new image is triangle A prime, B prime, C prime. So there's 4 main transformations. You can see those in the goal: reflection, rotation, translation, and dilation. So we're going to focus on 3 of them, much heavier in chapter 3. Dilations actually comes back in chapter 8 for reasons you may or may not want to hear about. All right, so let's just zoom in. There's not going to be a whole lot of surprise to this, but there's some important pieces hidden in this. So reflection mainly is just a flip. We're going to make a mirror image, and the kind of key, there's a little key takeaway in each of these, so that as you go to maybe create some graphs that can help you out there. So a rotation is just a turn, clockwise or counterclockwise, and at the end of all the rotations, every point will be the same distance away from the point of rotation, the center of rotation. Now here for translation, it says slide. I really like the word shift because that's what we use in Algebra 2 and pre-calculus class when the translations come back. And then the key thing there is all the points move the same distance, same direction. All right. I'm going to encourage you to pause the video and pick your favorite of the 3 letters, doesn't matter which one you pick, and just draw a little picture as an example of each: reflection, rotation, translation. So try to pause the video and do that, and then we'll talk when you get back. All right, hopefully you have some pictures in front of you. Obviously there's lots of different possibilities. I'll just choose the letter E for exciting because it's exciting to see you guys every day. So it's possible that you reflected it this way, but it's also possible that you reflected it that way. I don't know how much more space I can. So maybe you took the letter E, maybe you reflected it over that line to look like that. So maybe. All right, for a rotation, maybe I wanted to rotate it this way. So maybe that's my new one. Translation, maybe I wanted to go to the right and down, and so it looks something like that. All right, I think we'll do one more, and then we'll probably pause the video and start up a new one here. All right, so it says identify and describe. So I'll do, and then it says use the arrow notation. So identify, so identify is going to refer to reflection, rotation, translation, dilation. So here we have a translation, and then the describe is going to be the more specific part. In this case, we normally we'll say how many units up, right, down, up, left, right, down, up, but I mean here we could just say right and down, I guess. That'd be the describing part. Normally we'll have a graph and you'll know how many units. And they say use the arrow notation. This part's going to be, and you can go clockwise, you can go counterclockwise. I typically go clockwise, except I also do like the alphabet, so I'm probably going to go alphabetically instead. MNOP maps to M prime, N prime, O prime, P prime. All right, take a look at letter B and think about it before I say anything. And so hopefully you see a rotation. Now without other information, we might not know the exact number of degrees. It might be 90 degrees. So maybe we won't say the degree measure yet, but we can definitely call that counterclockwise as a description. Counterclockwise. And then if we were going to use our arrow notation, triangle XYZ maps to triangle X prime, Y prime, Z prime. All right, we should probably zoom in a little bit. Why not? Maybe your eyes are better than mine, most likely. So take a look at letter C. Think about it in your head, reflection, rotation, or translation. And I know what you're going to say. You're going to say it's a rotation. And now this one, because we have the coordinate plane, here's a little trick. Now we do know that it is going to be counterclockwise again. Pick any of those letters, A, B, or C, and connect them to the origin. Let's start with the letter A. Connect the A and the A prime, and you can see a nice right angle there. That's exciting. Oh, that's the bell. I guess class is dismissed. See you later. And there's a B and a B prime. Oh my gosh, it looks like 90 degrees again. Is that crazy? But maybe C is your favorite letter. And maybe you do that and you're like, oh, do you even believe it? So no matter where you look, you're going to get that perfect 90 degrees. So that's kind of exciting. And then we'll make our little triangles here. So triangle ABC maps to triangle A prime, B prime, C prime. And the last one of these is my favorite. So I'm not going to say anything first. You have to have some think time. So take a look at this picture. First decide reflection, rotation, or translation. Pay close attention to the letters, because it looks like two different ones until you look at the letters. And so hopefully you decided it's a reflection. And then when you want to describe it, try to find the line of reflection, and hopefully you'll see the x-axis. So for describe it, we could say over x-axis. And then this part is not that exciting, but I'm going to go alphabetical, D, E, F, G. Oh, that's clockwise. That's exciting too. D prime, E prime, F prime, G prime. All right, so we'll have a little more practice with that in just a little bit. The fourth transformation, we'll just look here really quick before I stop this video and start the next one. So just the fourth one we're going to see is the dilation, and that is a change in size, which is more of a big deal for us in chapter 8. So I'm going to stop this video just so it doesn't go too long, and then we'll pick up in just a little bit on the next one. So thanks for listening. Hope you're doing all right. I miss you. Bye.